What if one day, all people in this world, despite of their identities, decided to stand for peace? What if people from different religions started to understand the similarities of their faiths and respect its differences? What if the world realized that to love God also means to love your neighbors? What if I tell you that these things are possible and that the path to peace and interfaith begins with you and me? It begins now. In 2010, His Majesty King Abdullah II addressed the 65th United Nations General Assembly and proposed the idea for a World Interfaith Harmony Week. Few weeks later, his right hand, Prince Ghazi bin Muhammad, presented the proposal to the United Nations General Assembly, where it was adopted unanimously as a United Nations observance event. The resolution dated October 20, 2010 sets aside the first week of every February every year to celebrate this event. This UN-proclaimed celebration encourages all states to support on a voluntary basis the spread of the interfaith harmony and goodwill in the world's churches, mosques, synagogues, temples, and other places of worship during the week. The celebration should be based on the love of God and love of one's neighbor, each according to their own religious traditions and convictions. In response to the call of UN, the National Ulama Conference of the Philippines, NUCP, together with its partners from government and private sectors, organized the World Interfaith Harmony Week in Zamboanga City. The National Ulama Conference of the Philippines partnered with the Archdiocese of Zamboanga Social Action Center, Ateneo de Zamboanga University, Basilan Ulama Supreme Council, Chamber of Commerce Zamboanga City, Commission on Higher Education Region 9, Department of Education Region 9, Department of Interior and Local Government Zamboanga City, Golden Crescent Consortium of Peace Builders and Affiliates Incorporated, Interreligious Solidarity Movement for Peace, National Commission on Indigenous People Region 9, National Commission on Muslim Filipinos Region 9, Office of the City Mayor Zamboanga City, Philippine Center for Islam and Democracy, Priest Ulama Pastors Forum, Salam Kasaharitraan, Silsila Dialogue Movement, Western Mindanao State University, and Zamboanga Press Club in the observance of the week-long celebration of the World Interfaith Harmony Week. Series of meetings and planning were done to ensure a big celebration which will involve different people from different sectors. On December 22, 2011, a partners meeting was held at the Emerald Room of the Grand Astoria Hotel, Zamboanga City.
The discussion, not only discussion, but at the same time, I think we are trying to enter into the spirit of what we are trying to celebrate the next, in February, the first week of February. Of course, the message is there for us to focus what is common to all of us, that will help each one bring what is good for ourselves and for the community.
The mayor of the city, Honorable Celso L. Lobregat, came to express his full support of the World Interfaith Harmony Week. On January 5, 2012, the mayor issued Executive Order No. CL434-2012, an act enjoining all schools, government entities, private institutions, NGOs, parishes, church-based organizations, civil society groups, urban poor communities, and other people's organizations to join and support the activities for the World Interfaith Harmony Week on February 1 to 7, 2012. On January 23, 2012, the group conducted the World Interfaith Harmony Week press conference and speakers orientation at the Diamond Room, Grand Astoria Hotel, Zamboanga City. The press conference highlighted the significant role of media in peace building and its power and influence in molding a harmonious society. Media as a main source of information will also play an important role in informing the domestic citizens regarding the celebration of the World Interfaith Harmony Week and the relevance of dialogue in the pursuit of peace. The whole day activity also aims to orient different involved groups of their roles and tasks in the different activities of the Interfaith Harmony Week, which will be on February 1 to 7, 2012. After months of gatherings, meetings, and planning, finally, on the first day of February 2012, the historical event for interfaith understanding and harmony started with the launching and signing of the covenant. With almost 300 guests and participants representing different government agencies, non-government organizations, business sectors, religious organizations, school organizations, teachers, and individuals, the event highlighted the individual affirmation of their commitment to experience and promote interfaith harmony.
It is my conviction that such situation call on religious and community leaders and followers to stand in each of you to play their active and effective role in human life. Religion are now required more than any time before to promote peace, solidarity, cooperation, and harmony among themselves.
At this moment, the Interfaith Harmony Week tell us to think also about the ecology of the heart, the ecology of the spirit, the ecology of the presence of God in our society. It's a time to put again God in the center of our society.
What an inspired move by this world institution to use its influence and moral authority, and if I may add, political clout, to make this declaration on the worldwide celebration of World Interfaith Harmony Week. Come to think of it, we in Zamboanga City are therefore participating in a new worldwide activity encouraged by the UN no less, an activity that will contribute to the attainment of peace in the world.
Today's launching of a week-long celebration demonstrates our strong resolve for the attainment of long and genuine peace through dialogue amongst all stakeholders, Muslims, Christians, and of all other faiths in the community, a policy to which our administration is committed for many, many years now.
We affirm our belief in God, who is called with different names in our different faith traditions. We affirm our belief that God created all men and women and the world and all that is in it. We affirm our belief in the call to love God and to love our neighbor. In light of this, we commit ourselves to respect the dignity of every man and woman as a creature of God. We commit ourselves to uphold the right of each person to express his or her belief in accordance with the tenets and traditions of their faith. We commit ourselves to experience and promote interfaith harmony in our place, in Mindanao, and in the Philippines as fruit of our faith and belief in the love of God and love of neighbor and the love of the common good. We commit ourselves to love and serve God and one another. May our commitment and the actions that proceed from this commitment lead to a world of dialogue and peace. So help me God.
The second day of the World Interfaith Harmony Week was about inculcating and capacitating different community leaders, imams, lay leaders, parish priests, and barangay officials on the essence of interfaith harmony in their respective communities. 98 barangays joined the event in February 2, 2012 at Silsila Auditorium in Harmony Village.
The first part is love God. The second part is love your neighbor as you love God. So the more we become Muslim, the more we become Christian, the more we become Jews, we remember that to love God is to show love for neighbor as well. And that is the rationale for this, that on this morning, we have asked you to come. Why? Because you are the key persons to bring the message of this attitude, of this value to your particular communities and societies. As I have said, a proclamation at the UN General Assembly would simply mean that it will be read by the diplomats, by the heads of nations, but how long will it take to trickle down to our level? However, you who are here, you are in direct contact with your communities, and because you believe in what you hear, and you know that it is a good message, you cannot help by your own words and by your own actions to show that love of God also means love of neighbor.